little pauses to me, man, that shit sounds so incredible to me. I want to get back to the song. This shit is nasty.
I'm gonna start this back from
Nasty.
the beginning. Charismatic frontman can do a lot.
Yeah, boy.
Can do a lot for a band. They can make a band and kill a band.
Nasty though.
That
is
no
nasty.
wrong to me.
That is nasty.
The riffs and my man Peter Steele's voice.
Really, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me, guys. So, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. And it's never mind. Keep it going, George. just keep it going. Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. You know, nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. You know, I'm just saying, just throwing that out there, man.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, man.
Yeah, man. So the Clash, right? We haven't done anything from the Clash, right? I don't think we've done anything from the Clash.
No, we've gotten a lot of requests from the Clash, the Ramones, the Misfits, Sex Pistols. These are all punk bands.
Yep.
And when we put the Sex Pistols video out, man, a lot of you guys seem to think that the Clash could be a little bit more up our alley as far as punk is concerned. And should I stay or should I go? I don't know. I don't know if it's the song. I think it is.
That sounds like familiar, right? Should I stay or should I go now or some shit like that?
We'll give it a spin and play it. If it's that song, then we're gonna go to option B. You know what I mean? We just are on a time crunch today, so we haven't had a chance to to really. We're just gonna get it right into the wiki and read about the Clash and get into the song. So I don't know. But if it's that, because it seems like it could be that. Let's just go to option B and we'll kind of look at the options. I'm going to read off the options to you guys. y'all going to get behind the scenes. Like, this is what a lot of requests were for the Clash. And then, you'll see us maybe pick the wrong choice in live.
It's always wrong. It's always wrong.
Actually live.
Always the wrong choice.
Yep, always. The Clash were an English rock band formed in London in 1976. They were key players in the original wave of British punk rock. Okay. They were billed as the only band that matters. I wonder, okay, interesting. They also contributed to the post-punk and new wave movements that emerged in the wake of punk and employed elements of a variety of genres, including reggae, dub, funk, ska, and rockabilly. Okay. And their experimental third album, London Calling, released in the UK in 1979, and they earned them popularity in the United States when it was released the following month in the United States. So it was declared their best album. So London Calling was declared the best album of the 80s. A decade later by Rolling Stone.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, and the song we're doing, Should I Stay or Should I Go, is off of what album?
I think that is off of Combat Rock.
Yep, and it was released in 1982. So this wasn't the London Calling album, which seems like it was the breakout album, but this was an album that reached new heights of success for them, though, in 1982. So it spawned the U.S. top 10 rock hit, Rock the Casbah. Rock the Casbah. Is that Rock the Casbah? Is that?
I don't know.
The Casbah.
I don't even know what
that has to be it because there's no other.
I don't even know what a Casbah is.
We're gonna play this, man. If it's what I think it is, if it's Should I Stay or Should I Go? Sorry, Ryan, man. Let's. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard that.
Oh, I'm heard. I haven't heard that song. Like, all I know in that song is Should I Stay or Should I Go?
That's true too, though.
So I don't know anything else.
With the riff to the da-da-da-da. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so
that's it.
That was like the intern. That was the intern that they just wanted. It was like, you want to get in on the song, man? We'll give you a credit. Just do this, man. Like if Lost in Vegas was in the studio with them.
That's hilarious. Like,
they invited us to the
like
studio.
They tuning the shit up. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're ready to go. Here you go.
We're going to put Lost in Vegas on the credits, man. Just do this, man.
We may have heard the song, obviously, because we know that chorus, but I don't know the song. You know what I mean? I really don't,
We can react to it. I mean.
But we can, no. We've heard it. So let's see what else we got.
Okay.
Let's keep that on deck, just in case.
In so many movies, man. In so many. I have heard that. I haven't heard the song in its totality. But because of the frequency of the snippets of the song that I've heard, it just seems ridiculous. Like, I don't know how many movies, how many events and things that I've been to where this has been played. Yep. So come on, man. Commercials. All right, man. So let's see. I know that these were, I'm kind of going off the songs that were very consistent from what I've seen on Patreon and YouTube just throughout the years, because we've gotten requests from them for years, DMs. I know the Guns of Brixton's come up. Spanish Bombs. Rock the Casbah has come up, but I think we've heard Rock the Casbah. Is I Fought the Law? Is that I Fought the Law and the Law won? They got a lot of songs, man, that we, at least I may have heard,
I just know those two. I don't know about the other ones. Rock the Casbah, I don't think I've heard that.
And Train in Vain. Train in Vain has come up a decent amount, man. So pick one, Ryan. Let's go.
Train in Vain, that's the last one you said.
Hopefully that's the right one. Ryan's like, man, we got to get going. Yeah. Hopefully it's the right choice. Let's get into it, man. That's what we're doing, man. I don't know.
They're going to hate that. They're going to be like, oh, damn, you should have did this one.
But, this is, we got the polls working. So we're going to be, we said that we were still going to be giving you guys some one-offs in between the polls. But for the most part, the polls will be dominating the songs that we react to, guys. So if we fucked up, don't worry, poll requests are coming. The Clash, Train in Vain. What's that song that you like, Ryan?
Oh, that's what that sound like to you?
Not really?
Isn't that Donna Summers? Is that Donna Summers?
Never mind.
Maybe it's not Donna Summers. Who is that?
But it doesn't sound like that to you anyway, right?
A little bit.
Oh, okay,
it's a little slower, though. It's a little slower, but it's slow. That beginning part, yeah. I see what you're, and then you add them little, what's that? Not cymbals, but what is that? What is that?
Oh, tambourine.
No.
Damn, I thought I got that. I thought I got that one.
It's the, the little
maracas.
Yeah, maracas. That's
okay.
I think that's what that. That's what that's missing. But
okay. Yeah,
anyway,
but that shit was
that's a side note.
Let's start that back up. But this is different.
Don't feed my addictions, George. I'll go off the rails in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
That is hot.
It is catchy as hell. That's like their sound. Hey, I feel like I don't know if I've heard that, but that is catchy as hell.
Stand by me.
Bounce, bounce, bounce. No, just the groove. That bounce, 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 bounce. I feel like that is so groovy as hell. That's not groovy, but catchy.
Yeah.
It's catchy as hell. So I don't know if I've heard this song though, but that shit just sounds catchy though.
And this is and I agree with that. And this is said to be experimental for them, right? They said this album was their third album and it was experimental.
Yeah.
And if this was experimental, this had to have been, because to me, I've heard a lot of grooves like, not a lot, but I've heard grooves like that before.
Similar as hell, yep.
I got to think about it. I was thinking Michael Jackson, but I got to think of like some of these grooves. But I've heard grooves that have maybe used
variations of
this groove.
Yep.
So if this is like the start of those types of grooves that I fuck with, that's impressive. And this is still sounds good to me. It's very catchy. So because I don't even know if you can consider this commercial, but I can feel like maybe this is what commercial turned into. But anyways, man, let's get back to it. Very interesting though. Hey, stand by me. Stand by me.
Not my shit, guys. But you know what? You can't help but to say, to have a little head nod and groove out a little bit. It sounds good, man. And and I think that's a little harmonica in the back that that's kind of like emphasizing the background of the groove. It's kind of like just back there, just giving you a little bit of layered effect. So it's tricky, dude. It's just a tricky listen to me, because I could be very, very critical and be like, nah, I'm not a big fan of the vocals. I'm not a big fan of the groove, even though it's catchy. But it's got all these elements in it, and I find myself just nodding to it, just like
Catchy is
stand by me. You know, you're like, why am I singing that song?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's just catchy.
I agree.
It's just catchy.
It's very, very catchy, man. I think they just got a groove that is just going to just like burrow its way into your fucking brain, and just stay there. Yeah, it is very, very catchy. Surprisingly, this song seems to be about heartache, though. Mm-hmm. You say you stand by your man, so tell me something I don't understand. You said you love me, and that's a fact. And then you left me, and then you said you felt trapped.
Yeah.
Well, some things you can explain away, but the heartache's in me till this day. So this is about heartbreak, heartache, and heartbreak.
Stand by me.
Yeah, you didn't, but you just want to. You know what I'm saying? You want to do your little. So yeah, this is a very different listen for us, man, in terms of punk.
It is.
So I know that in the wiki it said that they infuse different styles of other genres into their music. I don't even know if this would be considered a punk song.
But by many standards.
By many standards. But then again, I forgot this person's name. I wish I would have shouted him. I was looking for him in the comments, but you know, Patreon is just impossible sometimes to kind of find comments because it's just very slow in loading comments.
But Deaf to Radio isn't.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. We get better. We're tightening the site up. But someone in the comments had mentioned, he's like, you guys always say that punk sound, and it's not really. It's sort of minimizing what punk really was. It's not just a one sound thing. I mean, that's the way he took what we said, and and I've heard us say that as well. But I guess we were talking about one sector of punk, one upbeat tempo that is punk. But this song is allowing me to understand where that person is coming from. Shout out to you, sir. But with understanding, like, if this is considered punk, this is completely different from what we've heard in punk in the past. Yep. This is like it's just a very upbeat. I don't know what to call this, man.
I don't know either, because it has so many different instruments and elements in it, that it's just hard to classify, which is probably speaks to why this band was so loved, and why it has album of the decade or something like that, or decade later that Rolling Stones.
At least by Rolling Stones' opinion, yeah.
So it's an enjoyable listen, man, and it's different. So I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah.
It is different, but it's enjoyable still.
Yeah, we rocking.
Leave it to me to put like a boom bap beat into it and shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a fun song, man. And again, I can be really critical about it, but you know what stands out to me, what's apparent in this song is life can be kicking you in the ass and you can still keep an upbeat vibe. to
Apparently.
it. That's what this sounds like to me. I'm broke as hell, and I don't have no money. Ain't got no car. I'm homeless as hell. Whatever you can say. You know what I'm saying? I was struck by lightning, but I'm still here anyway.
I'm still here fighting. Yeah. I'm still here fighting, bro.
You can just put anything in there. You know?
I feel like if the song was a minute longer, he would have been crying though at a certain point. Like
I know I'm having a good time, but that's just the kind of the way that felt to me. It's just like life is just kicking you in the butt, man, and you just still find a way to fight through it. I feel like that could be a motivational song for a lot of people because it's just so upbeat.
Yeah.
Even though he's talking about things that in a relationship that just kind of went bad, and he sounds like he doesn't understand what the hell happened. Like you said, you needed some space, you felt trapped, and you know, I just don't. If he feels like he's like, I don't know what's going on, you know, but you didn't stand by me, and the life is continuing to go downhill. Because I think the last verse,
heartache hurts me to this day.
Yeah, what did he say in the last verse? Now I got a job, but it don't pay. You know what I'm saying? I need new clothes. And I need somewhere to stay, you know? So it's just like, I feel like...
You need to put the guitar down, man. You better go work at Kinko's, bro. I don't even know if Kinko's was popping in the 70s.
I think
you better...
Kinko's is gone now, too. It's so crazy. It came and went, you know?
Starving artists like a motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, dude. But when you listen to the song, it's like... You can insert struggle here, and I'm still going to be okay. I'm going to just work through it. It sucks, but hey, you know, you just kind of work through life, you know?
Work it through, yeah.
So I feel like that song is just...
I'm sure that was deliberate, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Or maybe they're just talking about shit that they went through before they became, you know, the Clash, you know, before they kind of made the group.
Maybe they made a group decision, man. Like, maybe it was like, you know, the lead guitarist there, Joe Strummer, was just talking about how bad his life was, and his group members just made a song to pep his ass up.
Yeah.
Like, you know, come on, man, get pepped up, man, you know. Anyways, man, yeah, dude, this is interesting because I want to talk a little bit more about the fact that, you know, us maybe not getting the full spectrum of punk, and that's why we made it a point to say, man, you know, we really haven't heard enough punk to just say we just don't like the shit. And not saying that this has made us into huge fans, but to me, it's piqued my interest even more.
Yes.
With where punk was with some of these pioneer bands. So I was kind of looking into punk rock, man, just to kind of get a refresher on what it was all about. And it just said punk emerged as a result of just almost rejecting the extreme access of like prog rock in the 70s. Okay. And they wanted a more stripped down just vibe so that people can really just get the raw emotion and passion. So what that translated to was produced like short, fast-paced songs with hard-edge melodies, right? Stripped down instrumentation, often shouted political anti-establishment lyrics. You know, it embraces your DIY, do-it-yourself ethic, meaning like it was a lot of bands, because it was so stripped down, there's a lot of people that could replicate playing those instruments. Right. So I think because a lot more people were able to do it, it got more popular. Oh, I could do that too, right? Many bands self-produce recordings and distribute them through independent record labels. So this whole independent thing. So I'm getting a good picture of that. And I still feel like this fits the bill. I don't think this is very complicated. I do feel like it was a bit more polished than some of the punk that we've heard, though. I do feel like in terms of production and everything, and, you know, I think they did add a little bit more
me too.
Uniqueness to it, I guess you could say, or creativity to what was established. I don't know. Or maybe they were just starting something unique and then people kind of took what they took from them. But very interesting, man. I just wanted to talk about that, man. I just think that this is a really cool way of approaching punk that we haven't quite felt or seen.
And to your point, man, Should I Stay or Should I Go does not sound like a punk song to me. I wouldn't have classified, prior to us doing this song and getting a little bit of backstory on it, I wouldn't have classified that as punk. Yes. So yeah, it's very refreshing and it's very enlightening to know that there's different sounds of punk of what we thought punk sounded like.
Yeah, because we just thought we had it all figured out. And that, you know, silly us, man. I mean, you know, it takes time. You gotta spend time in something. Yeah. Do your due diligence, listen. Like we've pretty much, you know, showcased here throughout our time doing YouTube. But we just never really gave punk enough of a try. And I think the Clash, if anything, even if this song doesn't make the playlist, if anything, it's piqued our interest to delve into punk more for sure, because that wasn't bad to me. That was cool. That was cool.
That was.
You know, if that came on, I let it rock. I let it rock. So I'm interested to hear definitely a lot more from the Clash.
Yeah, man.
Salute to everybody that requested them. Don't know if we got the right request, But then again, it's the right request because we're going to get back to them again.
That's true.
So shout out to everybody that's been, requesting the Clash. And that's it. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel. If you're interested, it will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.